Oh, yes. I didn't want to share that yet. Gosh dang it. Welcome. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. The Geek Culture Congress podcast is in session. We got Joey Franchise, Rich Ortiz, and Tarek Lewis in the building. My name is Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, and we have finally seen it. Our first teaser trailer has dropped for Fantastic Four First Steps. It is here, and Rich is rebooting. But as soon as Rich comes back, he will tell us, as well as our good friends here also will tell us how they feel about that. This first look we have at the MCU official Fantastic Four. This is the real official MCU official Fantastic Four. You know, we had a little bit of Reed Richards action in the Doctor Strange movie, right? No, but that's from another universe for anybody who's keeping track, right?
Yeah.
And then we also had a small return of Chris Evans as Human Torch, which is one of his roles that he portrayed for the original Fantastic Four, the Fox universe, right?
Right.
So we've had little Fantastic Four Easter eggs here and there, right, guys?
That's very true.
And this finally the first view of the MCU Fantastic Four. We're gonna talk about it all right now. Welcome to Socks. Socks, how you doing, Socks? Long time you haven't been here, man. Thanks for
Big
joining
socks,
us, brother.
not the little socks.
Yeah. Let's start with Mr. Tarek Lewis. How do you feel about the teaser trailer, my friend?
I'm actually okay with it.
You're okay with it?
I'm okay with it. I was a little concerned about how Thing looked, but it started to grow on me.
Aha.
As the trailer went on. Torch looks great. It seems like it's not going to be quite cheesy, but just period piece type situation. So it'll be some odes to the 60s or 70s, wherever they're set. But I think as an intro to these new characters, I mean, well, not new characters, but to the Fantastic Four, it was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mr. Rich Ortiz, before I lose you.
Nah. How am I sounding? We good?
You're coming in like super hi-fi right now.
Nah, man.
Like I can hear Bob Marley breathing in the background here.
You hear him smoking?
I hear him smoking, man.
I was gonna say since it's just a teaser, we didn't get that much, but the first thing right off the bat, comic book accurate thing. Which the last two Fantastic Fours, we didn't, the last one, the one with Miles Teller, that Fantastic Four, the thing was I guess a little too grotesque for me. Then the one before that, a little bit closer, but I feel like this one honestly hit it right on the head with how he looks. The only thing I will say is Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch with the blonde hair makes me think of Gladiator 2 a little bit. Like I just keep on thinking about it.
It's comic accurate Johnny Storm.
Yeah. Is it though? Was he blonde? Because I don't think
I feel like he was blonde in the comic.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's blonde in the comic for sure.
Okay, maybe it's because I'm so used to seeing him in the movies.
Is Mr. Fantastic comic accurate though?
You don't got the gray. You don't got the gray joints.
You don't got the gray. He don't got the gray like slashes in his hair.
Nah, they're gonna roll him out. They're gonna roll him out by the end of the movie.
Yeah. I do like I said, Thing looks good. I think all the members look good. Even with Joseph Quinn with the blonde hair. I think it's just maybe that it's too close to Gladiator, and in Gladiator he had that blonde hair, so it looks very similar to it. So.
Yeah, he didn't get a new hairdo, bro. Come on, man. Go see the barber.
I'm excited. And then the one thing that we saw at the end of it, Galactus, the big bad. And that's what we've been waiting for, which means that, the storyline is going to get pushed. The plot of the MCU is going to get pushed. And that's exactly what we've been waiting for in this whole thing. So, 2 thumbs up for me.
2 thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Joy Franchise.
I was impressed. I'm glad they didn't really give us too much because
Apparently, Galactus is not going to be the only big bad in this movie. I'm still curious to see who John Malkovich is playing. There's been a few rumors rolling online of who his character could be. We can probably get into that after Speedy gives his take. But I was impressed. I thought, Human Torch looked good. Mechanic wise, like just maneuvering through the city, you saw him flame on. I thought they got Thing right. He has like a nice, solid, like it's not too New Yorky of an accent, but I see what they did with the Ivan Boss Baccarat doing his little what's the show he's on, The Bear,
Yeah.
giving his little chef take. I saw that little. That's like I feel like that was like kind of a little Easter egg and nod.
I thought I was the only one that caught that. But
no, I knew
glad you
exactly
did
what they
too.
were doing with Herbie. The Herbie character, the Herbie robot looked cool. I'm really impressed with it. I think Vanessa Kirby's gonna really blow people away with her performance as Invisible Woman. I think that she might have the more bigger arc, just the way they kind of portray her in the trailer. Just kind of keeping Reed together because you see how they reflect on how they got their powers, and it seems like they have to go back in space again. So, and I think that's to go up against Galactus. And I can get into more breakdown of what I feel like the plot is in a little bit, but it was cool to see Galactus, comic accurate Galactus. Shout out to Socks. Good point. He's not a cloud. Thank God. We also didn't get to see Franklin Richards, and if you were really paying attention and up early like I was, they were doing the kind of like the there was like the launch party of the teaser trailer, and Vanessa Kirby kind of alluded to the fact that she will be a mother in this movie. And I mean, everybody's kind of figured it out. There's been picture leaks over the interweb, and she kind of, when she was interviewed before the trailer dropped, they asked her what she liked about Sue Storm, and she started off by saying the type of mother she is, and this and a third, kind of alluding that Franklin Richards, baby Franklin Richards, will be in the movie. Hence, why the name of the movie is called First Steps. And it was a good teaser.
I think that's happening. I think that's happening. I think they're going to introduce their children as mutants to kind of be in that,
bridge
the
that
introduction
gap.
of mutants to MCU too as well. A little bridge that gap a little bit, which I think is always a cool aspect of Franklin Richards in the comic books. That I think they retconned that too.
Yeah, they take it in and out for whatever reason. Pause.
Yeah, but I like the original. I just like even like and Peter Parker in another universe, he has May Parker, and she's technically a mutant, as well. I like that take that includes these superheroes that get their powers from accidents into the politics or the geopolitics of the X-Men and mutants because their children are mutants, so now they're invested, you know what I mean, and how their children's future. So I always like that interaction in the comic books, that subplot in the comic books when they started playing around with those ideas of Mr. Fantastic's children and the Fantastic Four's children and Spider-Man and so forth. But let's get into
the last thing I wanted to say
here.
The only thing that we didn't see in that trailer that I did want to see was Julia Gardner as a Silver Surfer. And the only reason why, is because I wish
you wanted the money shot.
Well,
already,
not that. I wanted them to kind of do a test because kind of like the what Joey was saying last week, the Sonic test.
Marvel
when you first saw Sonic, everybody was hating on it. Then they got the feedback and they ended up changing him. I kind of do wish they did that with the Silver Surfer, but keep that mystique alive. Don't see it. I mean, it makes me interested, but I still would have liked to have seen it just to see what they would have done with the Lady Silver Surfer, and then what the CGI was looking like and things like that. But again, it's a teaser, so it's I'm waiting and highly anticipating the first trailer, and that's
very cool. Let's get Socks his comments here. He liked the trailer, and Galactus is in the cloud. We got a little tease of Galactus there in the trailer.
We did see though, in the trailer, there was these kind of fire. It was something coming from the sky, and it seemed like it was coming their way, almost like comets. I'm curious to know if that has anything to do with Galactus. Probably does. So I'm just curious at how they're gonna fight Galactus. I'm sure he shrinks himself down, like you see at the end of the trailer where he's like, right next to the Statue of Liberty. But how they fight him is going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's interesting. What I thought was interesting is that Sox put this. I guess the actor that plays Ben Grimm, he was Micro in Punisher season 1 as well. Yeah, that's interesting. I find that cool. And then so I know the late great Mikey Sutton had scooped before he passed that they're still working. They're doing a Norman Rad Silver Surfer still, but like as a Marvel presentation, the same way they did Werewolf at Night. So we might get that.
I think what happens
Norman Rad
is the Julie Garner Silver Surfer. This is my prediction. I haven't read any leaks online. I think she dies in this movie. Because this is their universe's version of Silver Surfer. This is not the 616 version of the Silver Surfer, which I think will be like comic accurate. So I think she plays like a pivotal role in a sense where, she's obviously a herald to Galactus. But I think kind of like in the other one, like in the one that came out back in 2007, 2008, whenever that was with the Jessica Alba.
Yeah, I think.
I think that sacrifice.
Quite possible. Yeah. I think Marvel didn't want to have the cross-eyed Superman moment by showing Silver Surfer too early. I think they wanted to control that narrative at least with the teaser.
That'll come when they want to drive up that anticipation closer to the date.
Yeah, we're gonna get it definitely, but man, let's pull it up. Everybody who ain't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, why not?
Ruin the algorithm. Sure, why
See
not?
if we can spot some things
I think
we
the
missed.
Beasleys could pay them royalties. Yeah, the Beasleys could pay them royalties. They sure ain't paying us. Oh, sorry.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what.
I didn't give my take, right? I think it's cool. I think it's okay. I didn't say like, wow, like, oh my God, I need to see this. And I've never been a really big Fantastic Four fan. I'm always big on how the way to interact with the characters that I really do like, as far as Marvel's concerned. But it's not like I have a big Fantastic Four collection and I follow a lot of their plot lines, so I can't lie. So maybe I'm just not as excited as I should be,
Yeah, it sounds like you're a fan,
reason,
dude. What do you?
I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of the actors and actresses.
We're all here.
I think it's probably a great movie, but it's like the Jetsons.
It does give Jetsons
The
vibes.
Jetsons and then it's the MCU.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
And he looks. Don't get me wrong. Thing looks great.
Yeah, Thing looks great.
But the way that his dialogue is moving with his mouth, like I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
like, they need to touch that up.
I thought that was
they need
off
to touch
too.
that up.
I think
it's a little off.
I think this is their Sonic thing. Like we'll show this and see what people say. Make some adjustments.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit of zip.
It's like a
okay?
millisecond off, but I don't know. That's just me being picky. Whatever. Fine.
Before we
I think it's cool.
went up the first time, you
The
couldn't turn
premise all they
invisible.
went there, flashback how they actually got the powers and all that good stuff.
Ben wasn't a rock.
I like, and this is probably the best part of that. Like this, like the way that Ben feels alienated because he looks different from everybody else. He's stuck, being being the rock guy. I think that's so important to a lot of the Fantastic Four plot, and they do a pretty good job of it in the Fox stuff.
I thought the dialogue on this was really good.
Best looking.
We get that in every
Sue's dialogue
Fantastic
was really
Four.
good.
They never caught fire.
Yeah, but you get that. That's a given, though, and I'm glad that it seems like they're they're running with that as well. It's not a happy-go-lucky thing.
Ben has always been a rock.
I thought
Johnny
I
is
thought
Johnny.
looked great too.
Say it again.
I thought the way they're doing the Human Torch looks great too.
Yeah, I like it. I don't dislike that.
Yeah.
I think that's well.
They're the one scene where Human Torch goes up right there, and then he kind of is like suspended and goes down, kind of like the Kendrick Lamar swimming pools video. You know, he's kind of just doing that thing right there.
Yeah,
you know, I like that. And this is what Joey was talking about before, the comets coming out of the sky and all that.
I was worried when I first saw this. I was like, oh, please don't do that again.
What if this is the scene where their universe actually like gets wiped out?
The incursion or whatever.
Quite possible.
That's interesting.
This is the fantastic car on wheels,
and it flies too.
Which, yeah, I'm sure. It's just being used as a regular vehicle. Well, who is that character?
That was Johnny Storm in that thing. Oh no, the John Malkovich one.
No, yeah, it's him right there.
Yeah, John Malkovich.
Yeah. I don't know who he is.
We can talk about it at the end. We can talk about it at the end. There's a few people. There's a few things.
Right. So.
And there it goes right there.
Galactus. This is cool in a way that I'm like, but then I'm like, be careful what you wish for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it'll be great, but
it's at take my money status.
Oh yeah.
It's
at take my money status.
I got reservations. But I think
it's
cool. But go ahead.
I'm more amped for this than Superman.
I agree.
Okay.
Same.
Wow. No, you're more, no cross-eyed Superman for you.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
No lazy guy Superman.
You know why?
Sorry.
You know why I'm more hyped for this than I am Superman. Well, not only because I'm more of a Marvel guy, anyways, but the fact that I feel like this movie is going to be a lot more structured, and this is going to be Kevin Feige's baby because he's a huge Fantastic Four fan. So he's got to make sure one, this movie's right because MCU can't afford any more hiccups. But I feel like the Superman movie is going to be kind of all over the place. It's probably going to be controlled chaos with James Gunn at the helm. But I think the Fantastic Four has more structure.
As a family.
Sock said something pretty interesting. He said that they're hearing John Malkovich's character should be Red Ghost.
Yeah, I heard that. He could be Nathaniel Richards. They're saying he could probably even be Mole Man. So
that'd be kind of cool. The Mole Man take. Why not? I like the Mole Man take. Man, our views went crazy there on the live show for a second when we were just showing the trailer. So hey, we need to do that more often.
Yeah, for real.
Sorry, Beasley.
Run it.
I want to run it like that too.
Easy on the cross.
Easy on the cross.
Yeah, easy on the cross side.
You gotta chill, man.
I'm sure they'll fix it.
It wasn't even that serious.
I'm sure they'll fix it.
It wasn't even that serious.
I'm sure they're gonna fix it. But I'm gonna have fun with it until they do it.
Let's not
poke how hard it is on your eyes to be.
Hey, that's a lot of AI work to fix the eyes, boy.
Maybe he's flying so fast he turns cross-eyed. We don't know.
Speedy,
the wind is blowing. You got that lazy eye.
What your eyes gonna do when you're going supersonic speed, dog? What your eyes gonna do?
And you try to pay attention to everything.
But if I was Superman, I'd definitely.
He gonna be out here looking like
this. I would. I'd try hard. I'm supposed to be invulnerable to everything, almost, except I guess being cross-eyed. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Giant.
We're
Galactus.
Gonna get canceled after this episode.
Giant Galactus.
Yeah,
it's a cool concept in the comic book, but I don't know.
So
I don't know.
I just thought of something, and I could be wrong. So the big celestial that's coming out of the water in Brave New World for Captain America, that's supposed to be a celestial, correct? That's supposed.
It's Tiamat. It's Tiamat from Eternals.
Okay. So because the only reason why I was asking is because Galactus's head looks very similar to that.
Oh yeah, he's a celestial.
So what I was thinking was maybe that's Galactus in the water, and that since this is set in the 70s, they're showing what happened and how that got there after Brave New World.
I'm gonna debunk you over there because, bro, Tiamat was already in the earth. The Celestials planted him in Eternals. He was already planted in the earth. He was not. It was his name's already Tiamat. It's not Galactus.
Okay, so They already named it Tiamat, all that. Okay.
Yeah, Eternals already took care. I understand. Eternals was a terrible movie. I get it. I understand. It's okay that you got that a little bit. You know,
Hey man, it was a guess. It was a guess.
educated guess. Yes, educated guess.
Socks has a solution for cross-eyed Superman. Goggles, super goggles. There you
You'll
go.
be all right.
Yeah, it looked like the new Spider-Man. Well, the new animated Spider-Man.
That's what we need to talk about next, right there. The new animated Spider-Man. 2 episodes have dropped. When is it Wednesday? They dropping episodes?
I think it's
2 episodes every week.
Tuesdays at midnight. So
You
yes,
gotta make me
Wednesday.
Google it. Oh, okay, so midnight tonight, technically. All right, midnight Eastern Standard Time.
I'm in.
So-
I'm sold.
You're sold?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta wake up early. I can't do it. But I enjoyed. I watched the 2 episodes. I thought it was pretty cool.
Go ahead and talk about it because I got a different take.
You have to take. Go. Let's start with yours. I want
Yeah,
all
get
the
get
violence.
Okay.
the bad stuff.
Yeah.
So
Because I don't love it that much. I just thought it was.
I gotta be real.
okay,
I don't love it
cool.
either. My
I mean, I didn't
my
love
take
it,
is gonna
but-
have a couple of spoilers. Okay, so really quickly,
All right. Spoiler warning.
spoiler warning for anybody that hasn't seen the neighborhood friendly Spider-Man. So the first episode, they go into like I love how they started it out. You know, he hasn't gotten his powers yet. His relationship with Aunt May, how he wakes up, everything. He's going to this school. First day of school, and this venom-looking creature comes out of the portal, and so does Doctor Strange. Now, the way he gets his powers is that one of these scientifically engineered spiders comes through the same portal that Doctor Strange comes through, bites him. That's how he gets his powers. So
It's a conspiracy.
yeah, so one thing that you got to know, this is definitely a different universe because he has different friends. He has who is this? Nico? What's the names? Other friends?
Yeah. There's a Nico.
Nico's the girl, and then he has the high school football QB friend, and you know, I guess that's supposed to be his new friends in this one. I not really 100% sure.
Right.
So going into it, the way it started out, loved it. But then after that, it got confusing. It was a little too sporadic for me. It was like right after he got his powers, all of a sudden it's like fast forward a little bit and he's been Spider-Man for a little bit. And they don't go into, him testing out his powers, things like that. It's like him jumping, hitting the ground running. And
Did you really want to see that?
I did.
Did you really want to see that?
I personally do.
Chat, did you really want to see that?
That would have took like,
you want to see
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man?
2 episodes.
It took
Well,
another
because-
2 episodes, guys.
Now, exactly. But the thing
Probably
is
4.
if you're gonna make this a totally different universe,
Mm.
then you kind of have to go into his character a little bit more because we don't understand this Peter Parker and we don't know what this Peter Parker has went through to be this Spider-Man. They only talk about Uncle Ben dying. They don't talk about
He
how
already passed away.
yeah, already passed away. But what I'm saying is like it's too sporadic to where we don't really know much about this Peter Parker. And then so we get into the second episode. He's he's Spider-Man for a little bit. All this we're introduced to Norman Osborn, who's black.
Right.
And
Coleman Domingo.
and Coleman Domingo, I think his voice does really
dope.
well. And spoiler alert, so they go into this episode, and at the end of it, huge spoiler, which is what hooked me.
Yeah.
Norman Osborn sees security footage of Peter Parker being Spider-Man.
Yeah, he knows.
And that's
I think
how
that's
the episode ends, and that's how it hooked me. So
Okay.
I will say
So you
that
do like
part
it?
did not. It interests me just because
So everything else was capped.
It sounded
Everything else
like
was
you enjoyed it.
No, it interests me just because I want to see where they go with Norman Osborn already knowing that he's Spider-Man. But I don't like how sporadic it is, and it's like the timeline is all over the place.
But now we're here. Now we're here right now where you just said that you liked. So that's it. There's no more jumping around. At least, Tarek, help me out. I don't know. How'd you feel about
Actually
it?
enjoyed it.
Okay.
I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. I thought it was gonna be very cheesy and corny, and I thought I didn't like that animation style.
You wanted to
But
hate it. Yes.
I did, but it was good. I was intrigued.
No. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I like the spin. I like the spin they put on where the spider came from.
Mm.
You know, about 10 minutes in, I stopped worrying about where this fit in a universe and was just enjoying it. And yeah, that Norman Osborn ending, that was dope to me.
Yeah. I think it's really good.
That was dope.
The actor, I forget his name again. The
Coleman
one who
Domingo?
does the Norman Osborn's voice.
Coleman Domingo. He
Yeah,
was in
he's got
The Walking Dead.
but in the cartoon, he's got a weird like almost William Dafoe tribute to the way he speaks as Norman Osborn, though. You know, just like in the way he kind of like, oh Peter, you know, like he just has like the like like he kind of like maybe in a way kind of paying homage to him in a little way, you know. There's a little the way in the delivery. There you go.
An ode.
Yeah,
to,
an ode definitely too.
If you ever watched him in Fear the Walking Dead, a great actor. He's also in The Madness on Netflix. Dude's a good actor. I like him for the voice of Norman Osborn. And like I said, he's gonna be very important in this because, like I said,
like he's the Iron Man technically of the Spider-Man.
So it's gonna be interesting to see Peter Parker with Norman Osborn as his kind of mentor in this one instead of Tony Stark. But also, like, I'm excited to see where all these characters kind of fit in because it's all different plot lines and different stories. So we'll see.
Very cool. Joey, tell me you hated it.
No, I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm just kidding, bro.
I wasn't sure whether I was gonna like it or hate it.
You wanted to hate it too. I know.
Well, here's the thing. I was intrigued because originally it was supposed to be the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man from 616. His story told through this show, through the cartoon. I love the animation style, Steve Ditko style, that homage. The show didn't end up being the Tom Holland version, but it's a parallel to a lot of stuff in 616 that we saw in Civil War, like the way he was walking with the VCR through the hallway, jingling the keys, opening the door, the way he saw Norman Osborn sitting in the same spot Tony Stark was sitting in, you know, from Civil War. So all these like parallels to, you know, our 616 Tom Holland Spider-Man. I thought that was really cool. One thing I'm trying to figure out is the beginning part, and I know Rich alluded to it, like, you know, it's kind of confusing at first. Like, you know, first day of school, Doctor Strange just pops out of the sky through a portal fighting a symbiote, and then the spider falls out, and that's how he gets his powers, which is cool. But like, I wonder if that's the 616 Strange fighting off this symbiote, and he just happens to, because he looks confused of what universe he's in when he like gets there. So I'm wondering if, like, you know, because we did see through Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange go through all these multiverses, and there was like a cartoon universe at some point that he crossed through with America Chavez. So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with how, you know, if that is like tied in with 616. So that's curious. That's just one of my things I'm curious to figure out.
That's where your favorite cartoon What If lives, bro.
I hate that show. But no, I love the storyline. I'm not really crazy about the supporting cast, like his friends. I know they all. Thanks, Sox, for putting the names down because I forgot all the names. Nico, Pearl, Lonnie. I know Lonnie in the comics turns into Tombstone. And Nico and Pearl, I forgot what characters they end up being, but they're all Spider-Man characters in the comics as well. So, Amadeus Cho's in the show, who becomes a version of the Hulk. So, and I think that's the reason why they didn't go with keeping it the Tom Holland story, like the origin story for Tom Holland, because they wanted to use all these characters and, you know, tell that story, I guess. But yeah, I love I love, once again, my favorite part is like all the parallels to Tom Holland Spider-Man. You know, even with the car, you know, he picks up the car, he stops the car from hitting the bus. We saw that in Civil War. So real cool stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited to see the next 3 episodes tonight.
Yeah.
Did the spider not die? That's what Sox is telling me.
Yeah, apparently the spider didn't die, or we didn't see it die. We just saw it bite him, and then he passed out. And then, Yeah.
We assumed because that's why.
And then all of a sudden it was fast forward, and my man was already best friends with Nico. Like,
but I like that. Oh yeah, we got a lizard. We got a version of the lizard, a female version of the lizard.
Yeah.
But I'm good. I'm good with like seeing the Spider-Man orange.
Yeah, we got the
story and
female
learning his powers.
We got the female version of the lizard. I believe we got the goblin in there too with the other scientist. I mean, they haven't said anything about it. Yeah, Hobgoblin. Yes. Who else? I'm trying to think of the villain in the second episode.
I think Doc Ock pops up in the next couple.
Yeah, they've been showing that
episode.
Yeah,
a lot. Well,
it's really good. I really enjoy it, and I like I told you, it takes a lot for me to really invest in the cartoon stuff. But between this one and Creature Commandos, it's been solid.
It's cool. It's different, like a giant Galactus, cross-eyed Spider-Man. Oh, sorry. Let's
so you in the cross-eyed stuff, man. He has an obsession with
bro. You got issues.
Yeah,
cross-eyed.
Bro,
there
goes
is the future, guys.
Our audience, bro.
What else we want to talk about today, guys?
How about
work was so crappy today? I didn't do any show prep. That was it. Well, Fantastic Four is my show prep.
It's been rumored around the interweb, and you know, if it happened on World Star, it's legit. And I'm kidding.
Oh yeah.
I guess they reported, but that was one source I saw. But there was a couple other sources that said that Marvel is considering recasting Jonathan Majors as Kang again, and tying up the loose end.
I did see that article. I did see it. I did see the article, and you're right. We could have a cross-eyed Galactus. Could be worse. But
this might be our last show, man. We're gonna get canceled by somebody's mom.
What do you think? Cross-eyed.
Listen, man, I ain't diving in that.
I'm gonna stop.
Hey, listen, if we're talking about it, we're talking about inclusion. We need cross-eyed superheroes, bro.
Cross-eyed Kang, bro. That's the only version we didn't get in the Council of Kangs. Joey, so how do you feel? You think cross-eyed Kang? I mean, Jonathan Majors gets a second chance.
Listen, if James Gunn could get a second chance after the wild tweets he was saying back then, before he was doing the Guardian stuff that just resurfaced, I think Kang or Jonathan Majors should get another shot at Kang. And the old girl, what she dropped the charges? What do we even talk? We did all this for what?
Because I don't know. Tarek, help us out. Why did we even do this?
I'm not a lawyer or nothing, but if you're dropping charges, it sounds like something fishy. Something fishy going on.
Yeah, Disney couldn't risk it. They couldn't risk waiting for the verdict. So hopefully they make him solid, you know? Like bring him back into the fold, give him a couple movies. Maybe he's not the main villain like he was going to be, but tie up those loose ends. Big shot of redemption that, you know, catapults his career again. I'm here for it.
To add on to that real quick, my bad to interrupt, but like you're gonna bring in Robert Downey Jr. to kick Kang out the way. At least just move him out the way. You don't gotta like kill him off. You can probably kill off all the like a bunch of variants, but keep like a Kang so you can use later on because they're trying to do Young Avengers stuff. And maybe keep him around for something like that. But I definitely think he deserves that shot for real. If James Gunn can get it back, let Majors get his get back.
Yeah.
Rich, how you feel about Lazy Eye Kang? Yeah.
Stop it with the Lazy Eye Kang. Nah, Jonathan Majors, man, I feel like the whole Jonathan Majors thing, that's really up to Disney at this point. We've been kind of back and forth on whether or not we think he should and shouldn't. At this point, man, I just want them to tie up one loose end and one plot point because we have like 17. Because there's 17 out there, bro.
Leave the other 17,
tie up one,
away.
Bro. What happened to Blade? What happened to Gambit? What happened to Deadpool? What happened to all these people? What happened to damn Thanos' brother? at the end of Eternals? What happened to
Oh,
Shang-Chi?
You
What happened
sound like you
to
want world peace, bro.
yeah, bro?
Not gonna
But there's
happen, bro.
all of these cutscenes that they made in all these damn movies, and now we're at this point where we have 20 different plot points, and we don't know where Loki is, and like, dude, it's just so much right now, dude. I just want one plot point to get done. Sorry, venting.
Oh, why you mad, son?
Damn.
That was beautiful.
At least somebody said it, because I honestly feel
It's
the
getting
same
wild.
way.
It is. It's getting out of control. And now we got this new Spider-Man universe to follow now. Like, come on, bro. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, but it's only so much time in my life before I expire. You know?
Listen, we have to hold out hope that Brave New World at least starts just doing some tying of knots.
Okay. I don't know. How long is that movie,
Without-
guys? Because if it's a 3-hour one, I'm waiting for that sucker on Disney Plus, bro.
236. They're saying
What is?
236. It's the fourth shortest MCU film of a franchise so far. They're saying
For which one?
for a Brave New World.
Oh,
Stock said cross-eyed plot points.
Yeah. Everything. Lazy eye, cross-eyed. Let's bring it all on.
I do. So since we are on, it's kind of back with it. Back to the Robert Downey Jr. thing, though. That's one thing they did not show in that teaser.
Hold on, you said because you said Brave New World was 2 hours and 56 seconds.
30 something, he said, allegedly.
236.
No, it's
Was
an
that
hour
Google?
and 50. It's an hour and 58 minutes.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah.
Joey
Shortest.
just debunked you live on the show, bro.
I had read something that they said it was the fourth shortest film.
No, it's this. It's shorter than the Marvels is shorter because Marvels was an hour and 56 minutes. This is an hour and 58.
The Marvels was about an hour too long.
Damn. I was cool with the Marvels. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Another plot point. Where the hell is Captain Rambo?
Yeah.
That'll get. I mean, that was the.
But
that
to
was the
Marvel's
only
credit,
movie that really set up the multiverse stuff.
If the Marvels and Thor: The Dark World are probably the worst MCU movies, maybe, give or take, guys, yeah,
Age of
debatable.
Ultron.
No, Thor.
Ultron?
I would say no. Age of Ultron is decent. Thor 2 is hot garbage.
Yeah, Thor 2 is probably the worst.
You know, Thor 2 is not a great movie, but it's definitely enjoyable. I enjoyed watching
Actually,
it
you know
when I
what?
first watched it. And
Love
then I
and
was just
Thunder
like,
might be
okay.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder might be the worst. But that's still pretty fun until the end.
More than
that was way too goofy. I don't listen. I like my Thor being funny, but that was just straight goofy. That was just Taika Waititi being Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
And through Thor.
Oh, here's another plot point. You know, we're around like 25 right now. What happens to Nick Fury's wife?
His wife. Oh, yo, see?
That's probably the worst show. No.
Oh. That's probably the worst TV show.
Worst TV show.
Yeah, probably worse than She-Hulk. At least She-Hulk gets you somewhere before they crash the plane. You know?
I was good with Secret Wars up until Khaleesi had all the powers and knew how to use them in the first.
There's another plot point. There's another plot hole right there. Where is she at? She's the most powerful character ever.
And there's supposed to be like some English version of the Avengers, and that she's supposed to be a part of, or something like that. That the chick was trying to put together, like the English Nick Fury was trying to put together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It's that. I don't know how they just died past that. And then you kill off what's the name? The chick, his homegirl, his sidekick.
Secret Wars might get
Nick
messy,
Fury's
bro.
Sidekick.
Maria Hill.
Maria Hill, yeah, you kill off Maria Hill.
Secret Wars might be messy,
How
guys.
I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
Secret Wars might be a messy affair. I'll tell you that.
I like the espionage part of it, and I liked what they tried to do with it.
Yeah,
but
the beginning was
but
cool.
The ending of it, I felt like it was rushed. And then, like I said before, just the way she got powers and knew exactly how to use them.
that's 3 TV shows, 3 MCU TV shows. I think they just foobarred the ending. Like it's you're engaged, you're okay, cool. Where we going? All right, some things happen. I'm all right, or I'm not all right with it. Whatever. Okay, cool. Or we're in 8. Here to the season. Episode before the season finale. You're like, okay, what the heck is going on now? And then the season finale, you're like, what did just happen? Like, what did we do?
Yeah, like even
Echo,
with
She-Hulk. Secret Invasion. Help me out. What If probably does that too. Season 3 at least. You know?
oh yeah, I checked out of What If.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
tired
lot.
of this What If
A
stuff.
lot of TV shows that start cool and then they just like crash the train, crash the plane.
The crazy thing is like with Brave New World happening, and you got the leader introducing, and She-Hulk introduced the intelligentsia, and I thought like that was gonna lead into some
Yeah, I
stuff
thought it was cool.
into Brave New World.
And the shows do some cool things.
And then you use then you use some random ass rich kid who's like who starts like a trolling website called Intelligentsia, and that's what you base it off of. Like,
It's like
and
they
then you
trolled us
down
again. They
and
Iron Man 3'd us again.
You diminish Abomination's character. You diminish the Hulk. Like you turned the ending into like some weird Fast and the Furious family picnic situation at the end. Like, bro, oh, meet my son Scar, by the way. Like, bro, like what are we doing here? Who's writing these things?
Yeah.
Who
made Cross-Eyed Superman? Gosh dang it. Just kidding.
Who made Hulk a bad father?
I like the first episode, like the build up, relationship of Bruce Banner and his cousin. I like those episodes. I thought they were cool, It's just like the ending of that show is just like, oh my God, it's just
it was
like a train crash.
It was too sitcom-y. That's all it was. And wacky, crazy, weird sitcom too.
Like I could have got past the Meg Thee Stallion episode and been like, all right, cool.
I didn't mind it that much, even though I
you want to be
funny.
funny. All right, haha, he.
Yeah, haha. I got
and
the joke.
the ending was just the corniest to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, what was the point of making the show? She goes in and rewrites the whole thing anyways.
Yeah, there was no point.
There was no point.
Here's the TV show they need to make. They need to back up the money truck to Chris Evans and do this show. This is the TV show they need to do. Everybody will tune in for that.
That should have been a movie, to be honest with you, dude.
Yeah.
You could have did a whole movie, and then it could have been him
anything.
Him getting lost in the multiverse.
A Marvel showcase. Right?
Wasn't that a rumor that they were supposed to do a show with him? Each episode was supposed to be
long
him giving back.
rumor.
Well, here's the crazy part. What if that Cap?
What if they put it in?
What if a version of that Cap got stuck in between returning those stones? I don't know.
Well, we can't, because then you don't see him at the end there sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna turn him into Hydra Cap and make him.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Like he gets stopped in the midst of returning these stones, and then not Thanos. Then Doctor Doom comes through. Robert Downey, Doctor Doom, and recruits him to whatever. But he'd have to turn bad, and he had to like kill all his opponents and stuff like that. So
you know what I was gonna say, right?
Don't say it.
Don't say nothing about cross-eyed Chris Evans, bro.
Yeah, we need to like put the cross-eyed thing is starting to get a little played out.
I didn't say, you said it. Another plot point: what happened to the Eternals? They were supposed to be judged by the Centra. I think that's a misspell. Celestials. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
All these plot points. But since we are
the most horrible TV show ever, Inhumans. Of MCU,
I don't think anybody's
that's
worried
probably
about
the worst. But there's a big plot point there, a plot hole there. What's up with them? There's like literally a whole community.
I don't even think that's canon.
Of Kree and human. Man, maybe not. But technically, because they introduced the same actor again back in Doctor Strange, but I guess they could say that was from that universe, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, multiverse version.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how you debunk all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe She-Hulk was in a multiverse too. You could just we did the episode based off of a multiversal version of She-Hulk.
I think that's how we got.
Make it go away.
Say it.
Since we are talking about Chris Evans, I'm gonna fit this in there. Chris Evans says he is not in Avengers Doomsday. He said,
I'm sure.
"Yeah, no, happily retired," but I think this is him just
Pump
kind of.
fake.
Yeah, I think
Pump
it's
fake.
faking right
Please,
now.
man.
Andrew Garfield also told us he wasn't going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
He's just like, leave me alone, bro. I signed something.
when people ask what they expect him to say, like, yeah, let me go ahead and reveal it to you now.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
say
we won't get a
everything right
trailer.
now.
We won't get a trailer for all that stuff until the end of the year anyway, so they're not trying to spoil too much stuff.
Yeah.
What else we got, guys?
If we have a date for Squid Game season 3.
Already? I haven't even
Yep.
watched season 2 yet. Don't yell at me.
I haven't even finished season 1.
July 27 to 2025, we'll get season 3.
Wow.
Boom.
He's speeding through those.
They are.
Yeah, man. I guess
I think they got them done already. They probably aired in Korea already. Because they got to double them and load them. Right?
Yeah. Some I wouldn't necessarily even call these rumors. This is via Deadline. They're saying the estate of Joseph Schuster, the co-creator of Superman, claims that Warner Brothers, Discovery, and DC Comics do not have the rights for James Gunn's Superman to be released in Canada, the UK, Ireland, and Australia, which could put a snag in the whole release for Superman. So
they dropped the lazy eye Superman. Now they're getting sued, bro.
yeah, and now we here in the US, we have nothing to worry about. But since it does affect other countries, I don't know if this is going to postpone
It'll
the
affect the
release of
worldwide
it.
box office of the movie. Yeah.
Yes. So it will
the
probably
European
push
Union
back.
is very important to national movie releases. Definitely.
So yeah, I know a lot of people are waiting for it, but we could be waiting a little bit longer depending on what happens with that news.
Oh, they got to buy them out. That's no, they have to.
That's what they really want. It's all about the money. They just want to check,
Yeah.
or the checks ain't been coming in, It's about they're trying to get their money right.
We got some rumors this week that they were saying that T'Challa was going to get recasted after the late Chadwick Boseman. The Marvel producers, Nate Moore, the VP of production, is actually saying that right now they do not have a plan to recast him, but he will eventually be recasted. But the rumors saying that he was recasted, they are untrue.
Interesting.
I say Avengers Secret Wars, he comes back.
Yeah, I see that too.
We will see. And then last thing, which will be my last thing that I will talk about. Where is it? I just had it down right here. Damn, my bad, guys. The last thing was Stranger Things. That's what it was. Stranger Things. The Duffer Brothers say that Stranger Things, the last season, is going to be like 8 blockbuster movies for each episode. So anybody who's looking forward to Stranger Things,
that's big.
I thought it was good already, but
yeah,
that's what Game of Thrones said. They were like, "Oh, it's going to be like 8 large episodes to end." Did not turn out well.
I got Benedict Cumberbatch. He confirmed he will return in Avengers Doomsday when he thought that he wasn't going to be in it. So that's according to Business Insider. He said, "I got that wrong, quote unquote. I am in the next one." We're gonna get 3.
He should have just kept the lie, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
We kind of
Less
expect
questions.
a bunch of these guys to be in there anyways. Or a good chunk of those Avengers guys. So, or whatever the new Avengers is going to look like after Brave New World. But speaking of Brave New World, it's going to be in the Super Bowl. Or excuse me, don't sue CBS, please, God, please. The big game. Captain America, Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. We pretty much already saw these trailers before they're even going to hit the big game commercials, but it is what it is. Hopefully, we get a new Thunderbolts movie, which in other news also is being said that the test screenings are very, very positive. So good for Thunderbolts. 3 months away.
You got any rumors out there, Tarek?
I have none, dude. The same ones y'all had. Plot points for the Fantastic Four, that the Silver Surfer will, be wiped out. The female Silver Surfer. Yeah, no other rumors really that I know of.
Gotcha. Socks just put something down. Cobra Kai, for anybody that's a Karate Kid fan. I actually watched the show. Netflix. It's going to be dropping February 13th, which is going to be the last couple of episodes. For those of you that don't know how, it's kind of like in limbo right now with how it ended the last episode. Kind of crazy the way it ended in a death, if anybody wanted to watch it. But thanks, Socks, for that info.
Yeah, appreciate that. Trailers. Jurassic World Rebirth trailer tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I'm hyped for that. And it's crazy because that July is going to be lit. It's got Jurassic World July 2nd, Superman July 11th, Fantastic Four July 25th.
Damn.
All right. We got Daredevil Born Again.
They're making money at the theaters.
Yeah. Hopefully this is a good MCU show, not a bad one. And,
I think it will be.
Yeah, I think
it looks good from the trailer.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I trust Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio.
Sure. One last thing. I'm sorry. I have to do this for my video game heads because Geek Culture Congress. Simu Liu says he's working on bringing Sleeping Dogs to the big screen. For those of you that play that video game.
I never played that game. Is that a good game?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like GTA, kind of like that, a little bit more technologically like advanced.
Okay.
It's dope though. Like it.
Very cool, very cool. Like was the game that had a bunch of bugs that came out? That people were
Cyberpunk?
Cyber is like that, like a cyberpunk style kind of game? Or sci-fi-ish kind of game? Not really.
It's more like it's like Sleeping Dogs is like a hacker going around and he uses his phone to like hack everything.
Interesting.
Things like
that. Okay, so definitely not cyberpunk. Okay. Very cool. All right, guys. I think that's it for today's show. Joey, let everyone know how they can follow you, sir. Are people listening to the audio version of this?
Follow me on my personal page at Joey Franchise with a Z, or also on Franchise on Film, where you'll get more of the geeky, nerdy stuff that transpires.
Mr. Rich Ortiz.
Richie_Ortiz, RICHIE_ORTIZ, Twitter /X, Instagram, and all that, Threads, anywhere. Richie_Ortiz, Twitch, Kick. Holla at me.
Tarek Lewis.
The Tarek Lewis, TARIK, on Instagram and also on YouTube.
All right, guys. Follow me at DJ SpeedyJR. All the socials. Follow the show. Geek Culture Congress. 3 words on Insta. And thanks for, if you want to be part of the live show, you listen to this on the playback or on wherever you're watching this, or on the audio version of the podcast. You want to be part of the live show when we go live and shoot some comments and insult me about making fun of Superman. Join us here at Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel. Okay. And you can comment all you want and talk about Superman.
Socks. Thank you, Socks. We love you.
Socks. Thank you so much for hanging with us, Socks. Have a good one, everybody. Tomorrow I'll be checking out a movie. Yeah, I want to do a screener for movies, so all the audio guys get a double episode. So after you're listening to this, look out for my review of Love Hurts, which will be coming soon because that's coming out this weekend. So I'm looking forward to seeing that screener tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good one. Be safe. We'll see you next week. We're going to talk about the Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And everything else that comes out. And, of course, Super Bowl Sunday. We're gonna get all them trailers.
Oh, big game Sunday.
Yeah,
Big game
big game, big
Sunday.
game.
Big game.
Big
Man, we
game
can talk about the
Sunday.
game.
This show's
Whatever.
with it.
They'll be all
Yeah.
right.
We're getting canceled and sued at the end of this
Nah,
episode, bro.
they're all right. We just got money. Have a good one, everybody. Be safe. Peace.